Hello there, I'm Dr. John Rex, and I'm here to answer your burning questions about AMR. Back around 2010, 2011, 2012, when governments around the world were really waking up to the problem of antibiotic resistance, a call went out globally for all the countries in the world to have a national action plan. What are you going to do to combat antimicrobial resistance? And so the United States wrote a couple of reports, 2013, 2014, that led to, in 2015, the launch of a 5-year U.S. National Action Plan for combating antibiotic-resistant bacteria, NAP-CARB, long acronym there. And actually, going with it was a Presidential Advisory Council for combating antimicrobial resistant bacteria. You might have heard of that one. It's called PACC-CARB, and I was actually on that for the first 3 years of its existence. The idea of a national action plan is that it should coordinate all the activities across the government. And in the case of the United States, that's exactly what it did. Early on, it was about all of the various branches of government saying, well, I could do this, I could do that, I could do the other thing. And that also led to some crosstalk between them. If you can do this and you can do this, maybe we can work together. Starting at about year 3, 4, they began the process of evaluating the impact, and that has now led to the issuance of a new national action plan. It's going to run 2020 to 2025. And the big frame shifts for this new plan, based on the insights that we've accrued over the first 5 years, really have to do with the need to look long-term and to integrate. Some of the things we need to have done really have a many-year time horizon, and you can't measure them readily on a 6 or a 12-month scale. And also, there is a strong emphasis on different parts of the government really finding a way to work together. So a big push for that. And it's really quite an exciting plan. I'm not going to tick through all the pieces of it. I'll just say that when you put it with things like what CMS, the Center for Medicaid Services, has done, where they put out in their 2020 and 2021 final rules some adjustments to the DRG system, the Diagnosis Related Group system that pays for hospitalization, some adjustments that fix some problems with how those resistant infections are more expensive. So good of them to do that. Then there's the Pasteur Act, which is a piece of legislation with lots of bipartisan support that's been introduced into the Senate and the House at this point that will create a delinked payment system that's going to pay in an importantly different way for a handful of new antibiotics over the next decade. And you put it in the Disarm Act, which is a fix, actually going back to the DRG system I mentioned a minute ago. It's a fix for a part of that problem as well. How do you make the DRGs work on average, but address the problem of resistant bacteria? And so all of this stuff, brought together into the 2020-2025 U.S. National Action Plan, just a great way of reinforcing for all of the different departments within the government of the need to be thinking about this, to have it on their radar, and to work with each other to make things happen. So and if you look around the world, just say the U.S. has one, but most of the other countries in the world also have one. And that's actually kind of exciting too, because it means that we're seeing conversations at a broad government level about something that you might not otherwise spend much time and energy on. Some of the things you need to do to be prepared for resistant bacteria, to get out ahead of the game, well, quite honestly, they can sound a little boring. It can be stuff, and it can take a lot of time and energy to understand it. And so, but having a national action plan means it's brought up into the public political conversation in a way that reinforces the need for the government to be working at a high level for all of its citizens to get out ahead of antibiotic resistance. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.